If you walk into a bedroom in a South African township, you might notice something odd. The bed isn't on the floor, it's raised up on bricks. Why? It's not for storage, it's a barricade. Because in South Africa, the monster under the bed isn't a fairy tale, it's a legal defense. This is the Tokoloshe, a dwarf-like water spirit, mischievous and evil. He becomes invisible by swallowing a pebble. He bites off sleeping people's toes. He is the reason people sleep high up. But here's the kicker. Belief in him is so strong, it has actually influenced South African labor court cases. You can be fired for terrorizing your co-workers with a Tokoloshe. Welcome to a country where the line between history and horror is blurry, where a cloud on a mountain is the smoke from a devil's pipe and a hitchhiker on the highway has been dead for 40 years. Today, we aren't just telling ghost stories, we're exploring the psyche of a nation. Did you know South Africa has a rain queen whose mood controls the weather? Or that the hole in the wall on the coast wasn't made by waves but by a sea love-struck monster? And why are schoolgirls terrified of a creature named Pinky Pinky? Stick around because the truth is stranger than the fiction. Let's start in Cape Town. Look at Table Mountain. See that white cloud pouring over the flat top? Locals call it the tablecloth. Legend says it's not weather, it's a smoking contest. A retired pirate named Van Hunks was challenged by a stranger. They smoked for days until the stranger collapsed and revealed his horns. It was the devil himself. The cloud? That's their eternal smoke break. But if Cape Town has devils, Durban has ghosts. Drive down the Higginson Highway at night and you might see Highway Sheila. The story goes she was a hitchhiker, tragically murdered. Now she flags down cars. Some say she gets in, feels cold, borrows your jacket, and vanishes. You go to her house the next day to return it and find your jacket folded neatly on her grave. That's classic ghost stuff. But in the townships, the fear is different. Enter Pinky Pinky. He's a half-man, half-woman creature who haunts schoolgirls' toilets. He wears pink. He targets girls wearing pink underwear. It sounds ridiculous, but in the 90s, this legend caused mass panic. Sociologists think it was a manifestation of the real, terrifying violence women and children face. A monster to explain the inexplicable. Greed has its own monsters. Up north, in the Richtersveld, lives the Grootslang. The legend says the gods made a mistake and created an animal too powerful, half elephant, half snake. They split them up, but one Grootslang escaped. It lives in a cave full of diamonds. It covets gems. The lesson? If you go looking for diamonds in the desert, you might find something that swallows you whole. Not all monsters are greedy. Some are romantic. On the Wild Coast, there's a massive rock with a perfect hole through the middle. Geologists say erosion. The Xhosa say love. A girl fell for a sea person, a water deity. Her father forbade it, so the sea people rammed the rock with a giant fish to create a gateway for her to escape. It's called Esikhaleni, the place of sound. But water isn't always romantic. At Howick Falls, they fear the Inkanyamba, a giant eel-like serpent with a horse's head. When it gets angry, it flies into the sky to find a mate. We call it a tornado. The locals call it the Inkanyamba's wrath. And you know what? When big storms hit, people still go to the falls to offer sacrifices to calm him down. Speaking of weather, South Africa has a real-life storm from X-Men. The Rain Queen, or Mojaji, a matrilineal dynasty in Limpopo. For centuries, even unmatched warrior kings like Shaka Zulu refused to attack her. Why? Because she controls the clouds. If you anger her, you starve. Even today, the succession of the new queen is a matter of national importance. We end with the most feared of all, the impundulu, or lightning bird. A vampire bird that serves witches. It summons lightning and drinks blood. It can take the form of a handsome young man to seduce you. This isn't just folklore. In mining towns, workers have gone on strike refusing to go underground because they believed a lightning bird was sent by a rival. You see, in South Africa, the Western distinction between myth and reality doesn't always apply. The law recognizes the belief in witchcraft as a mitigating factor in crimes. The furniture stores sell bricks for the beds. The monsters aren't just in books, they are neighbors. These stories are survival tools. The Tokoloshe explains the bumps in the night. Pinky Pinky warns girls of danger. The Rain Queen brings hope in a drought. They are the way a complex, often violent society makes sense of the world. They remind us that even in the age of smartphones, we are all still afraid of the dark. So, tonight, check under your bed. If you see a brick, you know you're safe. If you see a small man with a pebble, run. If you loved these legends, hit like and subscribe. Next up, in episode 6, we're asking, why is the country called South Africa? Is it just geography, or is there a lost name we forgot? See you just now.